Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to see about the next EIA methodology, which is matrix method, and this is also one of the method in the EIA methodology, and this is very useful and important method as well. So we'll see what is matrix method. So this matrix method is of three types, okay? Leopold matrix, modified graded matrix, and impact summary matrix. So make sure that you know these abbreviations also very well, because in the exam they'll just mention write about LM matrix, MGM matrix. So there is a chance to ask in that way as well. So let's see now. So in this method there will be a two-dimensional table which is of consisting of rows and columns. Okay, two-dimensional in the sense we'll have rows and columns. So on the considering the rows, there will be some methodology or some factors to be considered, and while coming to the columns, there one more impacts or one more activities will be considered. We'll see that complete working in the coming sections. And now this matrices are of three types, right? And now let's see Leopold matrix. Okay, this is easiest matrix and also most efficient. Okay, most efficient, and this Leopold matrix is considered one of the most popular method for the evaluation of the effect, because this will provide the detailed impact of particular project that will be causing or that will be act as a prone to particular area. So this Leopold matrix will consist of many interaction cells. So here interaction cells means, so we will have this table kind of thing, just as I mentioned, we will have rows and columns. So these are rows and these are columns, right? So now these are called as cells, cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, 4. So these are called as cells. So we will have many interaction cells which will result from nearly 100 development activities. So that means these interaction cells are result of different activities. Each cell will represent about some kind of activity. And now these are arranged as on the horizontal x-axis and the vertical y-axis as well. So these rows are x-axis and the columns are y-axis. So whenever an impact on the environment is expected, that means whenever the because of some particular factor we are expecting that there is some impact which is going to be causing on the environment, then what we will do is a cell is marked with the diagonal line. That means, see for example, we will have many activities or factors like this way. Okay, some characteristics and conditions will be having in this way. I will show you with the table. Okay, this is the Leopold matrix. Now here we have project actions, and here we have characteristics and actions. That means in the previous video we have seen the environmental factors, right, for the checklist method. So the same kind of factors will be included here and here as well. That means for example here land transportation, just take. Okay, noise pollution, you take one more thing, and project actions. So what are the project actions? For example, in my project I am using some digging activity, so I write here digging activity. So now I will check whether this digging activity is having or will cause any impact on this land transportation. Here I took example as land transportation, right? So will this digging activity result in any impact on the environment because of this land transportation? So if they find that okay, this digging activity is causing the impact on this particular land transportation because of the digging, so all those vehicles which are going in that route should be enrouted to some other route, right? So that means this is causing some impact on the environment. Environment here is nothing but not just air or not just water. So even land is also our environment, right? So in such cases what they will do, first they have to draw a diagonal line like this. Okay, I will draw clearly here. So I am taking first one as land transport. Okay, here my project action is digging. Make sure here project actions are there, and here characteristics and the actions. Okay, first one is land transport. So because of the digging we will have this issue with the land transport, because all the vehicles should be enrouted as discussed previously. Now what they will do is, yes, we are having impact, so we have to draw one diagonal line like this. Okay, we have drawn. Now after drawing, what they will mark here and here is, both they'll mark as numbers only, and for those numbers we will have positive sign and negative sign. If the number is represented with the positive sign, that means that is positive impact, that means that is creating an impact on the environment which is useful one. If it is marked as negative, then it is creating the impact on the environment which is not a useful one. I'll tell you example for this useful and non-useful also. See, for example, if my activity or my project in that taking as a fix, okay, let's take we are providing, I mean in my project we have a use case, or we have an action where we will dig one bore well. Okay, so digging keep aside, and bore you keep aside. So because of that bore, the land surrounding in that area or the people residing in that area will get the water facility, right? So that action, whatever the action is creating some positive impact, that means it is creating impact but positive one, that means it is providing the solution, or it is providing the advantage to the people and to the land around that. The same action you take it for negative way, digging. So digging there, if the same place is having the road beside to it, that means it will cause a problem to the road, right? So that is a negative impact. So that is how you have to differentiate whether it is positive or negative impact. Okay, that is about the sign. And now coming to the magnitude and importance. Magnitude means how much effect or how much impact it is creating. Okay, how much effect or how much impact it is creating. And then importance means how much importance we have to give to that particular impact. Okay, did you get? So what does that mean? Means, for example, the same you take, one action is digging action and the other action is let's say constructing basement. Okay, we have these two actions. How we will represent the magnitude and the importance? Now here, because of the digging or because of the construction basement, for which of them the effect will be more? See, if I am digging the land, magnitude will be more, right? For example, because of digging, out of 10 we have to represent out of 10. Okay, out of 10 digging will cause more effect. Okay, so I am giving it as 7. It will cause 7 effect. And for construction of the basement, it will not cause any effect, but just will get some sound pollution. Okay, noise pollution or some land pollution, let's say. So that's not much of a negative impact, so I'll go with 4. Okay, now this is what magnitude means. Now the importance. See, we have to give importance for the most activity which is causing negative impact. So here construction basement is not causing any negative impact much, so we don't give it importance to it much. We'll give digging too much, digging much importance. Why? Because of that digging only most of the area or most of the place is getting affected. So we'll give the importance as 1, let's say, for this, and we'll use some 4. 2, 3 will have many other activities, right? Not just these two actions, will have many activities and many actions. So accordingly we have to mention what is the importance. That means importance is, shortly you can say, priority. Okay, how much priority we have to give, and the magnitude is how much severe consequences it will cause. This is all about Leopold matrix. And now let's see modified gradient matrix. And this is also same matrix method, only some modified version of the previous method. And here also how it will be there means, we'll have the same rows and columns, and here, but the calculation will be different. There we have magnitude and importance, right? Here we will not have any magnitude and importance. So what we'll do is, we'll have development activities, and here interactions. Interactions means just like that project actions and the developmental activities only. So values are added. That means if the actions are like 4, 5, 6, 7, so all the row values will be added, and they are written in the last column, total column. And next what they will do is, here in the column in vertically, what they'll do is they'll add all values and then they'll multiply with the priority value. Okay, that means do we have to give first priority to this column or second priority to this column, like that. In that way they'll multiply the value with that. Okay, so here what happens, the complete values whatever we have obtained in this total and in this total, they'll just calculate both of them, and accordingly which one has a higher value they will consider that, that will cause the most impact, and then make sure that they will just go for that impact or whatever the activity causing more severe consequence to the environment, and then they will refine or they'll find the alternate solution for that problem. This is modified gradient matrix. And the next one is impact summary matrix. So this method is just a basic method. This is not so much used, and they'll just find the intensity of the particular impact. So in the previous case it's all about magnitude, importance, and then interactions, and then priority values. Here they'll just find the degree and intensity. See, the whole process will be same, only the terms and only the layout which they use to make sure that they are represented in a different way will be changing. Okay, so now let's see advantages of the matrix method. So matrix method is a very excellent basic tool, and it is very easy to use, and will need less resources, okay, compared to other methodologies. And also the positive and negative impacts for each and every action in particular project will be known to us very firstly, and we can make sure that whichever causing the negative impacts can be eliminated then and there. So these advantages of matrix method are very high when compared to the other methodologies. Okay, and all these three, when you get an exam in a question in the exam, like write about the matrix method, just make sure that you include all these three methods and followed by advantages as well. Okay, thank you.